Okay, so after an amazing weekend of football, I don't want to jinx it, but there could be a title race here, and it could be pretty good because it, it could have been done and dusted for Man City. I think they maybe got a little bit lucky against Newcastle, but they drew 1-1 with them. And that has opened things up. It opened things up for Liverpool and Arsenal, and they did exactly what they needed to do, and they got a win. No matter how it was done, Arsenal, no matter how it was done, capitalised on the opportunity. Now Liverpool are top, and now only 2 points separates first from fifth now because Villa are still in there. I mean, also, can I just say, you might not remember, I predicted Chelsea at the start of the season to come fourth, and I was laughed at. I was laughed at because, to be fair, it was probably a stupid prediction, but they are fourth at the moment, and I don't see any signs of blundering. So you never know. You never know. I could get it right. I did have some other shockers, obviously, like West Ham sixth. Why did I do that? But it's fine because if my Chelsea prediction goes right, then I'm successful, aren't I? So Chelsea though, a fantastic win against Brighton. That was 4-2. All the goals in the first half as well, and all the goals from Cole Palmer. He is cold as ice, and he could be a world class player if he stays consistent. A lot of talk about if he's like the best in the world now. Like, people can just have a really good game. I know Palmer's had some very, very good moments in the last year when he's been at Chelsea, but you can't call him a world class player yet. We just need to, take a step back. If he stays consistent with it, then he can really be up there, challenging some of the players that have actually really proved themselves in the last couple of years in the Premier League. But Cole Palmer's looking like a real talent, and he tore apart the defence of Brighton on Saturday. Forgot about that. And Chelsea are starting to at least be a top four contender. I mean, the prediction that I made of them coming fourth was laughed at, and now it's like, well, is there any stopping Chelsea apart from the teams in the top six that could give them a game with Cole Palmer? If they can maybe not play around him because they've got a lot of quality individually as well, but if they can integrate all their team well together, then they've got a real high quality side that they can at least go challenge for top four with. And then they're starting to win games that they would have easily lost last season as well, like Brighton at Stamford Bridge. Old Chelsea, or say last couple of years Chelsea, that would have been a tough game. And with last couple of years Brighton as well, that has to be taken into consideration. But now that's a comfortable game for them, and that's where they needed to get at if they need to get to the position that they need to now. So Chelsea are on track, and I mean at the moment they're in the title race. I know 6 game weeks in, but you can call them a title contender at the moment because they are. And sitting at the top of the table is Liverpool. Liverpool bounced back really well from that real setback really against Nottingham Forest. We thought, well, that could be it for the title race, now that Liverpool have had that blunder, but they've maintained the stability pretty well, and even after Klopp, they've maintained the upward trajectory, and now they've got their reward from it, sitting top of the table. And they definitely against Wolves pounced on the Wolves' just inability to score, and they took advantage of that and they won the game really well. And they sit at the top of the table, and you could say that maybe they've got their dodgy loss out the way now. We know how they're going to deal with losses now if they do that again, and they've got that out the way. They've got the loss that they should have won out the way, and they can bring this new momentum now into the rest of the season. Whereas teams like Arsenal and City, haven't really had that big setback yet that would like really harm them, and it maybe is coming. I mean, Arsenal, they got the job done against Leicester this weekend, and they did really dominate them. Leicester didn't really have anything, but it was quite dodgy because they had to score their goals after 90 minutes. And you don't want to have to do that, especially after you've dominated a team like that. Leicester defended quite well, up to the point where they went to 3-2 because they kept them kept them quite quiet when it came to just scoring the chances. But their win was just crucial, for the title race and to keep it competitive. Like, if they would have drawn the game, then the momentum would have probably shifted elsewhere, maybe to Liverpool or obviously City, and that title race again, it would have been good. But City, it's just City managed to do it, don't they? I was quite surprised. Villa are fifth as well. I was really surprised that they drew to Ipswich with the momentum that they're carrying, but they're still a strong team. They can still go into games strong. I think that was just Ipswich being very good. I mean they've now got 4 draws on the bounce, and they have some momentum. And compared to teams like Southampton, I mean Leicester are doing fine, but Southampton, who've started the season like pretty, not horrendously, but not where they want to be. Pretty, not a solid start to the season for Southampton. Compared to Ipswich, who have made their mark on the Premier League, and they're a team, especially when they're at home, they're a team to challenge, And you look at the table again, and Fulham are 6th as well. I mean, they have got City next, and they could give them a game as well. Like, could this be City's blunder? Fulham are doing really well. They managed to comfortably beat Newcastle a couple of weeks ago, and they have a very strong side. I mean, they've got Smith Rowe now, who's got 2 goals, 1 assist. Same with Jimenez up top, Traore, Iwobi, Leno in goals, doing like pretty well for them. But this could be a good season, and it could be a good title race. Only 2 points separate first from 5th. What do you think is going to happen? Get your comments on what you think down below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Full Time Podcast. See you soon.